Hello, dear colleagues. Today I will explain why the Fishbone Diagrams method is perfect for elementary classroom. I will also provide an example of how to use it. Let's get started. First, let me explain why I love this method and think it is perfect for elementary classrooms. The Fishbone Diagrams method is particularly effective in elementary classrooms because it caters to visual and interactive learning styles. Young learners often respond well to colorful, tactile materials, or visual aids that can represent abstract concepts in a concrete way. This method allows students to work together, talk about their ideas, and solve problems in a non-threatening way. It is also very versatile and can be used in all subject areas. In my experience as an elementary teacher, I found that students enjoy the process of brainstorming and organizing their thoughts around a central problem or question. They like to draw and color the fishbones and the various ideas that branch out from the spine. It helps them to see the connections between different ideas and how they relate to the main topic. For example, when we are studying the life cycle of a butterfly in science class, we can use a fishbone diagram to organize the different stages of the life cycle. Students can draw and color the fishbone and write or glue pictures of each stage: egg, larva, pupa, and adult butterfly. When they finish, they can read the sentences that describe each stage and how they are connected to the other stages. To use the fishbone diagrams effectively in your classroom, there are some practical things to keep in mind. First, make sure that the activity is age-appropriate. Younger students may need simpler questions or sentences to complete the diagram. You should also set clear learning goals for the activity. What do you want your students to learn or practice? For example, if you want to review vocabulary words, you can give students a list of words and ask them to sort them into categories based on their meanings. If you want to teach grammar rules, you can give students a set of sentences and ask them to identify the subject, verb, and object of each sentence. Finally, make sure to incorporate student input and encourage collaboration. Ask students for their ideas and suggestions throughout the activity and praise them for their contributions. Use this method to differentiate instruction and meet the needs of diverse learners. Some students may need more support or guidance, while others may need more challenging questions or tasks. Now let me show you an example of how to use the Fishbone Diagrams method in your classroom. Let's say you want to help your students understand the causes and effects of the American Revolution. Here's a possible lesson plan. Start by asking students what they already know about the American Revolution. Write their ideas on the board. Then introduce the main idea of the lesson. The American Revolution was a war between the American colonies and Great Britain over issues such as taxation, representation, and liberty. Draw a fishbone diagram on the board with American Revolution at the head of the fish and causes and effects on the two sides of the spine. Divide students into two teams and assign each team to one side of the fishbone. Give each team a set of cards with events, people, or concepts related to the American Revolution. Examples include the Boston Tea Party, the Declaration of Independence, George Washington, King George III, etc. Ask each team to arrange their cards in a logical order and explain how they are connected to the main idea. After each team finishes, have them share their fishbone diagrams with the class and discuss any differences or similarities between the two. Then ask students to reflect on what they learned from the activity and how they can use fishbone diagrams to study other historical events. This method is not only fun and engaging, but also effective in helping students develop critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills, and communication skills. It is a win-win situation for both teachers and students. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe for more videos like this. And if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to comment below. Until next time, happy teaching and learning.